And this is how we thought it was about to go. And scene. I don't like you.
You all right, baby?
No, get your hands out for me.
What's wrong?
You sit up there. That was so rude for you to say that I was acting rambunctious.
Baby, it was a joke.
Production, get me out of here. I'm getting out of here. Slow this car down.
Where you going?
I get out myself. Oh!
Close the door. 911. Yeah, you got a crazy woman on the side of the road. Come pick her up. She look at the range. 5 minutes later. Dee, dee, dee. You all right, baby? Dee.
Yeah, I was a little dehydrated. LY.
What's up, KOED family? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka KOED. This is my lovely wife,
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
and this is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews and entertainment. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Married at First Sight.
Please have that same energy toward the end.
I already burnt it out already. It's already used up. Yeah, I already used it all up.
If this is your first time joining and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. When you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow, and do what you do on social media. Share, like and share. That's what we do on social media. All right.
And lie and pretend we somebody we ain't on social media. That's what they do on social media.
You ain't got nothing to do with over here, because that ain't us. But let me speak for me. That ain't me.
I ain't me either.
Okay, then when you would act like you calling somebody out there,
yeah,
that
sure
ain't me.
am.
All
The
right,
wrong
then.
video, but
Listen, let's get to the video, because you already had about 15,000 takes. Okay.
I started to say something.
All right. So if you want to purchase teas like this,
trying to talk about me.
not like that, then head on over to kourtneyandeddie.com to purchase teas. All of that is in the description. If you want to purchase makeup from TLB, the lip bar, get a discount using our promo code KOEDFAM. Then definitely going on over there. All of that is in the description below. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's called Just a Blip.
Yeah.
Just a blip, honey. We thought this was gonna be
Lindsey.
Blip. She gonna be blipped on the sidewalk, but evidently not. So disappointing. All right, so the couples. Let me tell y'all something.
Man. Don't be
Production.
like that.
Do not tease. Come in, production. Come in. No, y'all. Come in. Do not tease us. You know, like when folks get mad, especially black mamas, they grit their teeth and you better pinch that baby. Don't be teasing us with stuff like that and y'all don't follow through. If the girl just was sick, y'all should have said that.
Well, they didn't lie. She was. She ended up in the hospital or the doctor's
No, they knew what they were doing.
What? Come on, now, this shady production. You don't let your eyes fool you when it comes to them. You know that.
Dude, you thought it too. We both was in here.
No,
pull the tape. We both was in here like that girl fell like
do not put me in.
What was wrong?
They fooled you. They ain't
all
fooled
she
me.
did was throw it up on somebody's lawn.
I told you that, man.
Anyway, so the couples are packing for Mount Vernon. I ain't never been to Mount Vernon. Oh, it's Vermont. Oh.
No. It was Vermont. It's a whole state.
Oh, I thought it was
Mount Vernon. Who you think you Heavy D? Ooh, y'all, tell up, y'all. Get up. Get up.
There's another one. Mount Vernon.
Yeah, be thinking for a minute.
Okay.
Vermont.
There we go. All right. So anyway, yeah. I said I put Vermont, but anyway, little dyslexic and I wrote Mount Vernon. But anyway, all right. So
diggy. Heavy diggy. Heavy lake.
Don't worry about it.
I almost said overweight love in the house.
That was him.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to say. I said diggy. I don't know what I was saying. Go on to the third.
right. So, all right. So, now it seems like everybody driving these talented cars. I'm just wondering, are these rental cars? Is this really Steve talented car as tall as he is?
Yeah, I think so. I think when the show first started, he was in like a little small SUV. That was a small SUV, like a little.
Well, Lindsey was driving a little small car. Somebody.
Yeah,
but anyway, I just wrote that down. So, Mike asked Jasmine, so they on their way, go out of town and everything. So Mike asked Jasmine, as far as where we are, are we on from 1 to 10 where we are as, getting close to decision day, a 1 meaning we can't stand each other, a 5 meaning middle ways, a 10 meaning Will and Jada.
I said, man, they must talk to that medium before
Bad timing, wrong time. They probably was all right then, but I would have never used them anyway. I never would have used them.
They could have found some else.
They could have said Beyonce and Jay, honey. You don't hear too much. Well, you did. But anyway. So, yeah, I wouldn't have used them. I don't know who to use, but I wouldn't have used them, honey. But, yeah, so, anyway, I think she said about a 5. So, yeah, she said, pretty much halfway there. So, they rushed in. When they got ready to go to the cabin, who was first?
Lindsey
and Mark. So, they rushed in, honey, like they were doing supermarket sweep. Y'all ever watch that? But anyway, like they was rushing in there.
It's not just them. We all do that. When you're on a group trip with a group and you go to an Airbnb, you try to get that first so you can get the best room, okay? No, we don't do that because who's the host usually get the best room.
That's why I'm looking at you like that. We do that too. We try to get there first.
I didn't know the etiquette of it at first. I thought the first one come get the best room. Then she said, no, the host of the room.
Whoever set up the thing, they get now. The second people, you can rush in there and find
okay. Regardless of all that, the last couple that comes in, they get them bunk beds. And I don't care what kind of etiquette you talking about. Whoever comes last, they stick with them bunk beds.
Well, first of all, if they traveling with us, we not doing bunk beds. And if they pay the full price, they not getting bunk beds. So we don't do that, Now, on these shows, honey, they do all of that because they ain't been paid for
last
nothing.
Time we did a group, time for last month, I had a bunk bed.
So, anyway, let's see. So, Steve and Noy was talking about their, her social media post. That's all they talking about this whole time, just her social media post. So, yeah, a little thunder. So, we're going to try to, y'all know we in Alabama, honey. Tornado here, tornado there, tornadoes everywhere.
And it seems like later, it's every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday a storm rolling through here, but go ahead.
So, the ladies are in the hot tub. Oh, yeah, so I was saying that they rushed in to get the room. So, Lindsey and them came first, and she wanted the room that she wanted, and then,
Michael and Jasmine.
I was going to say Will and Jada since they wanted but Mike and Jasmine, they came in next to get the room. So, the ladies get there and the guys decided that they was gonna cook for their ladies, and so the women are in the hot tub and everything. I said, "Ooh, sure would like to be in the hot tub right about now." But yeah, so they all had their own different conversations. So the guys are talking about where they are in their issues. Steve is talking about he asking them the question why Steve got both of them pans cooking. I said, "You better go ahead, Steve." Steve said, "I do this 5 times a day, honey, because if I don't, I hear her fussing since I ain't working."
Said, "What you do, Steve? You cook all the time?" Man, him almost had a bromance with Steve for a minute.
He probably did. He said, "Bro, I'm gonna be over there getting that plate."
So let's go back to Steve and Noah. Anyway, I agree with Steve, man. Don't be putting our personal relationship business on social media like that, okay? And the man, to me, if your spouse saying what you're doing is hurting him, maybe you need to take that under consideration.
Right.
But like you said, she feel like Steve's trying to control her by him saying something about her social media. But she gotta understand it's 2 people now, and if the man's coming to you like an adult and say, "Hey, babe, what you doing when you doing that? It hurts me. So can you kind of chill out for a minute or find another way?" Listen to the man, but she
adamant. You can't control me. She said, "This is my social media, honey. I can do whatever I want to."
And social media sometimes can end up messing your relationship.
And you got to also understand too, Never been married. She young,
but
immature,
she got all the shows.
and
She knew
selfish.
she had to change. She had to change. It's not just she's not in a relationship by herself. You know, she got somebody else she got to be considerate of.
Yeah. So he asked the guys about it and everything. I don't think too much chimed in, but O did say, well, if it's hurting you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to be hurting your partner.
She needs to change. She needs to stop it.
So the couples are eating dinner, and it seems that Katina was asking, did you need this kind of getaway? Do all of y'all, you know, feel like y'all need this getaway? Lindsey said, ooh, somebody ain't going home tonight. You know, kind of like a scary movie. And she busted out, started laughing, honey. Laughed about 5, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, honey. And it was just...
It was...
cringing.
Not just scary. She's right out of the scary movie. You know what I'm saying? The way she was laughing.
She all on Mark laughing.
Mark like
they
man.
looking like... And Noah was like, ooh.
Lindsey... She's on 10 all the time, and she need to tone it down. It's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? If you want, yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right. But still, you know, if you see you embarrassing your spouse, dial it back a little bit, man.
What she see embarrassment at?
Yeah, you're right. She really don't.
But herself.
But I'm just saying, anybody else was like, oh man, I'm embarrassing my spouse, and you know, kind of dial it back some because you know it's making her feel uncomfortable. But not her.
Child, she ain't never paid attention to none of that, honey.
Man,
she
like,
cussed all in the bathrooms at the bowling. You think she cared? Now, if he say something to her, honey, her feelings is crumbled to the end.
And he can just be joking, poking fun at her. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
No, you guys still get to that part anyway.
Excuse me. So, all the couples are sharing as far as where they are in their relationship. O said he appreciate Katina. This first time that, you know, he had the lead. I was like, what that mean?
What that means is that he always has somebody that's submissive. He has somebody he can tell what to do. He has somebody he can lead around. Finally, he gets with a woman that's, you know, basically holding her own. And that's why I think sometimes it's an issue for him. That's why he gets so irritated. That's why he gets so frustrated with Katina, because she's not gonna back down most of the time. You know, the other women he's probably dealt with, they probably they just cave to him. And for right now, she's not doing well. Sometimes I wish Katina will speak up a little bit more, though. You know.
Well, he said that if she don't hold her tongue, Jasmine said she don't hold her tongue.
Maybe it's off camera then, because for what I can see on camera, I don't see it.
Yeah. So, Michael, let's first, Steve asked Noy, you know, did she want to talk about their issues in front of everybody? She was like, no, not really. Talk about your social media posts. She said, no, not really.
He said, you sure? You sure?
Yeah, you sure?
You sure?
Like, I just wanted to talk about it. I said, well, Steve, doggone it, you talking about it then.
Yeah, Steve, you should we had talked about it. But Steve said, well, it's kind of weird that you don't want to talk about it in front of your peers, but you post it for the whole world to see on your social media account. I can kind of see what he's saying, but it's not the same.
You could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell she was getting irritated.
Yeah.
I think she was.
No, I'm just saying it's not the same because when you post it on social media, you can kind of play it off like, I wasn't talking about you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing out there in the atmosphere. But when you're saying something in front of your peers, it's like one-on-one, you know, conversation, so they know what y'all talking about.
And then Noy don't like to open up in front of nobody else.
That's why she open up on social media, though.
I guess so.
That's how she vent.
Micah and Jasmina said that they are in a better place, and we all saw that, honey.
Yeah, they was all close and stuff. I was all right now.
You was like, I like
that, man. Y'all look good together.
Yeah.
Well, y'all better not disappoint me. Y'all better not. Y'all better not.
They uncle.
Maybe so.
Mike do look like a little bit. So, Lindsey and Mark talk about where they are and everything. So, let's move on to everything. Noy and Steve in the bedroom, and so he was like, well, you didn't want to talk about it in front of everybody, but you want to talk about it now? She was like, no, not really. You know, really don't want to spoil the mood. You know, don't want.
She was already mad, though.
She did look like it.
Yeah, but he said it. That's why he said, you know, and that's one thing I try to practice. I try not to go to bed mad. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to take that anger with you to bed.
We try.
Yeah, and wake up the next morning still in your spirit. So I try to kind of resolve it.
TRY.
Before I go to bed. But some people
don't always make it, but we try.
Yeah, we try.
I know what the Bible said. Don't let the sun go down your wrath. I do.
Well, you saying there's gonna be sun somewhere in the world.
So yeah, that's basically it. So he was trying to get her to come cuddle and get closer and closer. So you know,
man, she was cuddling. So you still got your arm crossed. How can you cuddle somebody still mad?
Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, let's move on to the first day of the retreat. So the couples are doing whatever they're doing. Each couple doing something different. So Jasmina talking about seeing a medium. To each his own, honey.
I'll let you have it.
I don't do mediums. Don't do that type of stuff. So I do know what the Bible says about it. But like I said, to each his own, honey. If that's the way y'all want to do. But I just say that it's not the Lord. Okay. All right. And I was really surprised that Jasmina did this. Like this was her idea.
Well, she's, I don't know.
I don't know her preference or her religious background or whatever. But
and like I said, bottom line.
That's not happening.
Yeah, it's teach their own, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Tisha.
I said to each their own.
Hey, teach on. Teach on, honey. Teach on. Yeah, okay, teacher. All right. You be getting on me, honey. Just payback. All right, so Lindsey messing with Mark to get him up. Now, Lindsey would be. I'm not as rough as Lindsey, but I am a morning person. I like to go and get my day, get up, get it started. But I don't pick with my husband. You know what I'm saying?
She knows the boundaries.
I did in the beginning, but I seen that he's really not a morning person, so I let him get up on his own time. So he's not finna sleep the whole day away. But I'm not like Lindsey, like get up, yeah, poke.
If all Mark and Lindsey was doing me like that in the morning time, I would grab her like this, and how your whole body was like. Never mind.
So yeah, they are. Yeah, so he said he planned a salt bath for her.
And here's the thing. Let's go back to why they into the bed. And Mark, he kept telling Lindsey, okay, Lindsey, okay, quit it. It's like she don't know when to stop.
Right.
Like
a little kid.
Yeah, and that's what irritates Mark, And I get where Mark coming from.
Yeah.
I get
She don't know how to stop. She don't know boundaries. Right. She just continues to do it. So yeah, he said he wants to do the what is it? Having a sound bath for her, or whatever. So he said, "Calm down." He said, "You you're a little hyper and everything," and she instantly.
No, he said this sound bath would be good for you. It kind of take you down because you're rambunctious. You so rambunctious, it might bring you down. So it's like he hit a switch.
I don't know if her mama used to call her that or what, but she was like, that was rude.
Yeah, she got triggered big
time.
She
was like, that was rude. And
he was just joking though.
Yeah, and she was like, I really don't want to have a conversation with you right now. Like, that was very rude. So she didn't know what to do with herself. I said, that must be something her mama said or something. Because you're being rambunctious. That's a trigger word, honey.
Yeah, she had flashbacks, man. She was traumatized.
So yeah, she cut up the whole time. Production wanted to talk to her. She just cut the buck, honey. Yeah, so he was like, oh, here we go again.
Mark just sitting there flabbergasted. He said, what did I do this time? What did I do?
You better use the word flabbergasted.
What did I do? What? See, that's what I'm saying. People like that, you got to walk around with eggshells. Because you don't know what's going to set them off.
You don't know what bomb, that landmine you may step on. So let's move on to and Katina. They on the farm. Ooh, child, they could have eaten all this part.
Yeah, I was eating my food. I was sitting there eating. And I saw, oh, really? Come on, man.
So the man was excited to let them know, what's it called? Alpaca? Woodpacker?
Alopecia.
Alopecia. It's a alpaca.
Alpaca, okay.
Alpaca.
We don't have those down here in these part of the woods.
So the alpaca.
The alpaca.
So the packer animal, little packer animal. So the man was excited to tell them, oh my goodness, y'all just missed the birth. Like 15 minutes ago, she gave birth to a baby.
Boy, it was a he. Ooh, strange things going on in this world.
I was gonna say something, but I can't say it because y'all may get offended. But anyway, so it was and he was excited. So the mom, did she finish pushing? Wait a minute.
Oh, she had the baby. The baby was trying to walk towards O and Katina, but the afterbirth came out the mama.
Because he jumped like,
yeah. Oh, I don't know. That was like another one, just kind of.
Okay.
Now the mama, the afterbirth came out of, and I'm thinking they're gonna probably blur it out or turn the camera away. I'm sitting there eating up food, and it's down there. Then he said, "Oh yeah, the dog's gonna eat all of that up." I said, "Man, I had to throw my food away."
Did you really?
Yeah, I threw it away, man. Yeah.
Man, you right.
No,
it just came out.
I understand that's nature. I get it. That
was just too much for TV. Like, we ain't ready for all that, child. So, Katina and they taking the animal and they run.
What kind of animal was it?
The alpaca.
The alpaca. Like I swear, I feel like you're gonna say Al Roker or something.
They taking the alpaca and they running with him and stuff like that.
You know they're gonna get you in the comment.
You can't get me. We don't have one running around here, so I don't know what it is. Ain't like it's a dog.
Alpaca.
It's an alpaca.
Alopecia either. I don't know.
It's an alpaca. That's what it is. Yeah, alpaca.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure alpaca. Okay. I heard of it before. So anyway, so they decided to have a picnic. And I really don't understand what much of this conversation. I do understand it, but I don't know. It didn't, Well, so they had a picnic and they started to have a conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah. Asked Katina, how long she got left in school. She said 2 years. And he said, well, okay, when you plan on have kids? And she said 2 years. So he said, so you telling me that you're gonna have a child soon after you get out of school? So who's gonna watch the baby? How you gonna work, whatnot? She said, I can do it, And once again, he went back to his accomplishments. I paid my student loans out. I paid my house off. I paid all my bills off, and I'm ready to live. Now you trying to have a baby now? It's gonna, it's throwing things off.
He want to travel.
And the thing is, like I was telling my wife, he got, he busted his butt and got all that stuff done. Now he ready to have fun and relax and travel. She had her fun. She had her fun first and, had her good time. Now she wants to lock down, have a family, and, and the timing is just completely off.
He used to be Elijah one, so he was at that party and drinking.
Oh yeah, he was, but he got his, I guess he got his responsibilities out the way, like got his bills paid and all that. So he ain't got no, he got all his financial stuff in order. Right. And she's still trying to finish school.
Go ahead, baby.
So to me personally, I think since he really don't want to have kids right now, and she do, and he's in a good spot in his life that he wants to travel, and she want to have kids and kind of like start a family. They schedule, their timing is off, and I feel like if the timing is off, y'all need to just move on separate from one another.
Well, yeah, and like she said, like, it may not happen immediately after, you know what I'm saying? She was like, we get married, stuff may come up, so it may not be immediate.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
I think Elijah one just ain't ready to have children, just tell her you ain't ready to have no kids right now. You want to at least wait to 5 years or whatever. I think that they both should come, meet in the middle, or, see which way they get toward.
Elijah one he's real rigid on time schedules, okay? And I get that. You got things timed in your life. You want to do this when you're a certain age. You want to do that when you're a certain age. And Katina's the type of person, hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah. And Elijah don't think that way.
And then I think he also said too that, like she'll have to get her career started when she finished school. Now I've been taking care of her and the baby.
Well, that's what I'm saying. These two are not meant to be together, in my opinion. And when it comes to the future of their lives or whatnot, they're not on the same page. They're not.
So, Let's move on to Steve and Noy. Okay, so they went to an adventure park, which would look like fun. Yeah. Like, I would want to go there. I have to go to Mount Vernon just to go there. I know, it's Vermont. So, anyway. My whole soul just left.
Yeah, man. I mean, Mount Vernon, man. You know how I heard about Mount Vernon? The heavy D.
We said that in the beginning.
And diggy. You know what? You know what I'm saying? On the overweight level, heavy. On the overweight level, heavy D.
Did you not know we just did a whole...
I know. I get that, but hear me out. When I first heard the song, I did a remix, and I was like 120 pounds back then. I said, I'm the underweight level edit. I ain't gonna say my middle name, but
you about to say it.
Yeah. So I just kind of did a remix of that underweight level edit.
Well, if you weren't gonna say your middle name, you probably should have kept that to yourself.
Yeah, they can't figure it out.
I'm just saying there was no basis of it because it just kind of didn't float away.
Somebody figured it out in the comments, but I'm not gonna say that.
Did they? Mm-hmm. And so anyway, so yeah, they seemed like they had a good time. They did, now for a person to be afraid of heights, she did pretty good. Yeah. So she went to, what is that thing called?
A zip line? Not zip line, but
sky thing or something. Yeah. But anyway, take it to the other side of the park. And that little slide. Yeah.
But as you can see, to me, from what I can see on television, that hill or mountain it was on, it wasn't that steep. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So.
You told me when they got up on the little thing.
Excuse me, yeah.
Yeah. So, once again, they sit down and they talk about the social media again. I'm tired.
Steve trying to get a point across.
Tired.
No, he wants to get his point across.
But still, she's shutting down and she don't want to hear. So he was like, so you don't want to talk about it in front of the couples, you know, but, you know, you put it on social media and stuff. And so she was like, yeah, because I really don't want to involve other people and our stuff, yada, yada. But you tell the whole world, yada, yada. What you want to say? No. Yada, yada. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see. So let's move on to Lindsey comes out. Whew, she comes out in her little funk, her little bad mood, and he's trying to do the chakra and...
chakra.
I said the chakra. Okay. I thought it was chakra, right?
I thought it was chakra.
You thought it was chakra? Mm-hmm. I think it... Oh, whatever. I thought it was chakra. But anyway...
It could be. It could be both ways.
She feels that basically he needs to apologize, you know, because of what he said. And so, you know, he was like, okay, Lindsey.
You know, sometimes he just gives in to Lindsey so that she can just be quiet.
Because she act like a little kid, like you too old.
You know, he makes a little joke about her. She lose her mind, but she drags him through the mud in front of everybody, and she laugh it off. You know, I just don't get it.
Let's see. So Jasmine and Micah, they go and see the
medium,
the psychic. Yeah. So, and she pretty much tells him some stuff about him. I guess, you know, Jasmine really set that up for him. Mm-hmm. She said, you know, she didn't want him to do it if he didn't feel comfortable doing it. But she was saying that somebody, you know, talk about his past, his childhood, when he was 3, when he was 12, and that his father died of prostate cancer. So I guess them pretty much the things to let them know that, hey, you know, I'm real. I can see yada yada. So she was saying too that, you know, it looks like that, you know, do you have some boys, like some brothers or something like that? He was like, no, I just have all sisters. So, well, I think he got one brother, but she said, I see some boys around her. Like, you're going to have some sons. Like, you're going to have boys. Mm-hmm. And Jasmine, like, And she said, I also see some twins. And then on the confession, Jasmine said, well, I said I always wanted twin sons.
That's what people like. When they read, you know, the mediums and stuff, you have the person they're reading. They gonna say, really? They kind of feeds into it. You know what I'm saying? So? Yeah, like Jasmine did. I read this. I wanted twins.
But she didn't tell us.
I know that, okay. But you know they, you know, sometimes they say it in the camera. Sometimes they tell the medium, oh, really? You know, right. And the medium sometimes can kind of pick up on what to say. You know what I'm saying?
So let's see. She also talked about them. She said, "I see you in California." I bet. And Jasmine, first of all, when she said, I see you with some twins, she didn't say you was going to be giving birth. So calm down, little sister. He could have been with somebody else. Because when she was saying all that, I said, Jasmine, calm down. It may not be you, boo.
Jasmine.
But she don't even like like him. She don't feel nothing when he touch her. How in that world she thinks she gonna produce twins with no touch? Your name ain't Mary.
And she can go to the sperm bank, man. Who knows?
You know what? So she said, ooh, California. She said, I see you on the boat. She said, ooh, you rich, honey. You got money. She said, I'm sticking with you, honey. I'm going to stick beside him. So, yeah, she said all that. But, yeah, she also said, too, as far as them being together, because Jasmine wanted to know, you know, she said, well, I think both of y'all, she said, both of y'all are good for each other. Mm-hmm. She said, now, if y'all do decide to part ways, as far as Michael.
It's going to take them 5 years to find somebody. 5 years.
You won't find nobody that is like her. And if she decide to move on, it's going to take her a year and a half. But she's going
to meet somebody, and she's going to regret leaving Mike. And she gonna meet that person she met. Oh, I feel for you, bro.
I know that's right.
I feel for you, especially she gonna regret leaving Mike and she with you. Oh man, it's gonna be ugly.
It's probably gonna be another phone person, Mr. Telephone Man. It's gonna be in the man in the phone. So let's move on to Mark and Lindsey. Don't be making them faces because but when you want me to cheer rah for you when you do your little corny jokes, your little side stories, you say stuff, you got nothing to do with the show.
Gotta be corny?
I say something.
I'm just saying that didn't make no sense to me.
What did it make? Telephone Man?
And Mr. That didn't make no sense.
How? Because she talked to dudes on the phone long distance.
She could talk to them on the computer. Ain't got to be on the phone all the time.
So Mark and Lindsey are doing the sound bath and everything. And so Lindsey said I think she was saying this is what she needs. She said she really feel her grandfather's presence there and everything. So I think probably her grandfather probably spoiled her and probably gave her what she won't listen to her and everything. She said he was stubborn, but you know, she was like, I'm always having stubborn men around me. I was like, I think these men probably spoil you and give you what you want. Like your daddy and the rest of the men in your life, they probably just don't, because they know you.
And one thing about the chakra thing and trying to feel your granddad's.
I thought it was chakra.
Chakra thing.
That sounded like you said charcoal.
And the spirit thing with her granddaddy and the medium with Jasmina and Michael and y'all in the woods and this log cabin house. That's a plot for a scary movie. You know what I'm saying? Cause you releasing all this type of energy and y'all in these woods and stuff. And what you looking at your watch for? I was trying to get them a synopsis of what a scary movie can start off with.
It had nothing to do with you. I was just trying to see what time, you know, because the storm and everything. So no, baby, I wasn't trying to, you know, clock your time and then.
And you had one person fall sick and we thought she fell out the car. She ended up in the hospital. And she did make the comment, only one couple is going to leave or something like that. One person, see, is a good plot. Person, yeah, plot for a scary movie.
She did it to herself, didn't it?
Yeah, she wanted.
Then got too drunk, honey, had a hangover and throwing up. That's all she was.
You go back to the scary movies like Scream and Friday the 13th.
I don't watch scary movies.
I know you don't. With the games they play, that would be in the movies. That's how it starts. All they play these little games, drink and stuff, and all of a sudden the killing starts.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Beyonce and Jay-Z walk out, which is Jasmine and Michael.
That's what they call it,
yeah. Right. They walk out, so they are hosting it. Y'all know they always take one couple that's doing pretty good. Now, I thought the forerunner couple would have been Steve and Noy, but honey, they still trying
social media is
still trying to get over that.
Yeah.
And O can't calm down his temper, honey, so he definitely can't.
And y'all most definitely can hang it over Lindsey.
Oh, good. If they was a most influential couple child there, everybody be messed up, honey.
But we go back to last season. Don't let that influential couple fool you. You saw what happened to Gil and Mila. You know, they was the strong couple last season. And you saw what happened at the reunion. So.
Ooh, child. Let's not talk about that. We don't need them in the comments talking about that. So, let's see. So they are hosting the games, and so they had the drink flip cup game.
I never played that game.
Me either. So you drink it and then you flip the red cup or whatever.
Yeah, flip on the side.
Yeah. The Grave Diggers won that. Then they had the kickball The Undertaker's won that, but you took a most at the dodgeball.
Man, when Katina got hit by the dodge, I swear she got like she got shot, man. I feel like she getting shot for a minute.
And then they slowed it down.
Yeah. I was like, God. Oh, she's so extra, man.
And then what about when Noy, she was running, she fell.
See, in the scary movie, that's what happens. They always fall on the ground.
Let me tell you what I used to like to watch. I don't think they really play it no more, but I used to like to watch Wipeout.
Oh, yeah.
Wipeout was so hilarious to see them people fall or do that or whatever. I loved Wipeout. I loved it.
The dodgeball thing, I played dodgeball. I'd like to play it again. I need to get some couples around our age to play some dodgeball. Now, we're going to have 911 on standby because we're going to have some broken hips.
I'm saying, who going to be playing dodgeball and when we go down like they going to be like, oh, then just... That's all you're gonna hear, cause somebody gonna be to hurt themselves. Like they younger, they can look how they ain't got no meat on their bone. Yeah, I got too much.
Yeah. you get winded. Just hit me, put me.
Excuse me. Today at work,
come on, man. I'm out of shape.
He up there telling me something. Now, when I came home, he up on the treadmill. But he was at work today, and he was telling me, man, I was at work today. I had to do this and do this and do that. I was so winded. I was so out of breath. And you up there talking about playing dodgeball?
I would get in shape before I play dodgeball.
No, you would. It ain't much to it.
I get back to the video, man.
You didn't want to hear the truth. You can't handle the truth. So anyway, that the greed diggers.
The greed diggers? What they grieving about? That's all I know.
Excuse me, Lindsey. So Jasmine and Mike, they on their cute little t-shirts that said better have. I said, okay, do we need to see y'all ideas to make them?
Because the first t-shirt they had was one balls and I'm the real boss. So yeah,
that was cute. Yeah. So they hosting the game and everything, and so this when everything went a little darker. So who is most likely? That's the game. Who most likely to whatever? Who's most likely to have plastic surgery? A lot of them said Noy, including her. Who's most likely to be, I guess, the worst liar or the better liar? I don't know which one it was because everyone rewinded. So let me see which one it was. Rewind.
Rewind. Yeah, I caught you. No, I think they said who would be the best liar. And that's why Jasmine said, yeah, I'll be the best liar.
Yeah. Most likely to spend most of the money on their partner. This went a little dark. Mark said him. Lindsey could not stop chuckling because she said herself. And the thing was, y'all know that Lindsey always brag at how much she do for Mark. Right, you know, I do this, I done did this, I done paid for this, I would never, and so that's why she laughed at being
sarcastic, probably.
Sarcastic, right? Sarcastic and to me malicious. Yeah. So Mark said him. He said he would be the one that would do stuff. You know. So yeah, she laughed. Who was most?
Let's go back to the best liar. Because Mark chose Lindsey as being the best liar. And Jasmine asked Mark why. That's what it was.
What you finna say? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and Lindsey interrupt Mark, said, I'd be the best liar because I tell him when we have sex. That's right.
No, I ain't got to that point.
Okay.
Let's go back to that part. You ready to tell it? You ready to tell it?
I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
I'm trying to think. I'm trying. You got mine.
You reach for the best parts, the best punchline, the best part of everything, but don't sit there and write no notes.
I do work,
and be ready. I ain't say you ain't work.
I'll be rewinding and fast forwarding. Come on, man.
Anyway, so let's see. Who's most likely to be a stay-at-home mom? And Noel said she would. She would.
Well, come on. I don't get it. I don't know.
She said she would, but and she was like, you would, but And Liz, I don't know if she said this there, but dude not working, like you want to be there. And she asked Steve, like, you gonna be willing to do that? He said, yeah, but not for three kids, you know. And so she was like, well, you know, if he takes care of everything, Nora was saying that, whatever.
But how you gonna do that on $40,000?
He don't make $40,000.
I know, that's what she said.
All it takes is $40,000. So let's see. Most likely stay at home, Lindsey said, and then Mark said that I think Mark said something, but Lindsey said, well, you know, Mark would be the stay at home mom, honey, because
that's right.
Go ahead, baby.
She said, I'll bring the bacon and he gonna cook the bacon because she worked. Basically what she said, I work, he ain't gonna do nothing, so he gonna be at home cooking the bacon because he can't get a job. Go ahead.
Yep. So who would be the most likely to lie to their friends about their sex life? Shady Production shaded because they did these questions.
Yeah, of course.
And Mark said Lindsey.
Yeah, that's when Jasmine asked Mark why. That's when Lindsey kind of interrupted and kind of stepped in and said, you know, I'd be the best. I'd be the one to be lying about the sex because I tell him how good it is.
And what Mark did, what that look baby he did.
And the whole room went silent.
It was like, oh.
And Lindsey was laughing her butt off, man.
And she laughed and poured another drink.
Yeah, I'm saying, now, come on now, Lindsey. This dude was picking at you one-on-one in private, and you got upset. And you cut this man down in front of everybody, and you laugh and chuckle like it was all to the good. Come on, that ain't right, man.
But they all got a bet. Who's most likely to start a fight? They all chose Lindsey. Jasmina said because Lindsey asked why. She said because of the stuff that she heard. Steve said, oh, so you really did start the fight on the plane? Katina was like,
oh, so yep, sure enough did. She sure enough did. And
Liz was like, no, get your husband. Because I don't want to have to call him out or something like that.
Yeah, she kind of did. That Steve said, well, if I offended you, Lindsey, I apologize.
Yep, as she pours another glass of wine. Yep. Who's most likely to lose the game?
This went left real quick.
They all pointed at Lindsey.
I know how they did it.
You, boo. You.
And Lindsey pour her drink. I don't care what y'all think.
Cuss them all out.
I don't give a you know what. I know my worth. And she went on her rant. And Mark like looking scared over there. Oh, I got to deal with this. I don't know what I got to deal with this. Y'all got her started, but I got to deal with it. So yeah, man.
Oh yeah. And yeah, she went on and on because I'm saying, Lindsey, you poked the bear, stabbed the bear, honey, kicked the bear, step on his toe, and then get mad when the bear want to fight back. I don't understand that. She sat up here and cut this man down, talking about his sex life, and then in the confession, she was like, I want to be satisfied. He's selfish during sex and yada, yada, yada. And we got to come to understand, yada, yada. So she didn't do all that stuff. But he say one thing and she just right.
But if that's the case in y'all sex life, that should be between y'all, man. Yeah, you got to cut the man down in front of his peers like that.
So let's see. So yeah, they all point at Lindsey and everything. So the next day, Lindsey wake up by the fire. Excuse me, I don't think it's the next day. I think it's later on that night. Yeah, so Lindsey by the fire, and we don't know what happened, but she coming in talking to Mark and said, "Oh, so you left when production left?" You know, so we were like, "What happened?"
Yeah, Mark said, "I need to stick with production. I need some protection from you."
Okay, so let's see. So she asked Mark and. You know, he pretty much just walked away or whatever.
Yeah, she said, I'm done. And Mark said, okay. And that's when Michael was in the room with Mark. And he said, man, everything okay? And Mark said, kind of shrugged his shoulder and went downstairs. So Michael followed Mark downstairs and he sat down on the couch talking. And basically Mark was explaining to Michael that, you know, that him and Lindsey was outside at the campfire, or whatever you call it, fire. And I guess he used some of her propane, which this don't make no sense to me. And she got upset with Mark because he used some of her propane to start the fire, and said Mark don't know boundaries because he used her propane, and they got in this argument. So Mark just walked off and left, and that's what we picked up at then.
And basically, Mike was like, "It's not about the propane, man. It's so much deeper." And he was like, "Yeah, I think she's still mad about the game, yeah. And I think she was still mad about what he said to and that's probably why she was taking so many digs at him and stuff. So it seems that I don't think that Lindsey liked not being liked." Per se, I think that she liked being liked. Yeah,
she liked to be the center of attraction, center of the party.
In a good way, and not being in a bad way. And it seems like Mark gets more of the empathy and sympathy, and she doesn't get that, but she doesn't see that.
Yeah, but I think she sees that, and I think that's why she lashes out at Mark, because she's jealous of that empathy they showing Mark, and she wish and this from her childhood, I think. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they were showing a lot of empathy to her brother other than her, and she's starting to see the same thing with her and Mark.
Yeah, but I don't think she sees like herself. Like she can't possibly just see herself.
When you think you're in the right, you're not going to see
yourself. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
So Mark gets in bed. So all of that happened. And I'd be scared to get in. Like, when you seen that girl, first of all, when I seen her by that fire looking like, what that movie, that Carolyn girl or something.
This whole episode is a catalyst for a scary movie, man.
I don't know if they were trying to do that on purpose or what.
Because she was out there at the fire wrapped up by herself. Ooh, she going crazy. Then
she walked in and I said, ooh, she looks like a little demon.
Now, which one? Which scene? Was it, he was in the kitchen? When she walked in like that?
No, I don't think he was in. I don't know where he was.
But he was somewhere. She walked in. I was like, ooh, that
yeah,
looks
you
scary,
just seen
boy.
Like I said,
It like something was possessing her. I'm telling you.
So
that chakra.
I don't know if the girl is on medicine or maybe she needs to be. I don't know, but it just seems like her moods are like high and her moods are super low.
It's no, like you said, there's no in between.
Yeah. So by that time, I guess she had calmed down. Oh yeah, because she was coming down them steps.
Oh yeah. She was like, O had to stop her from coming down the steps. You're right. And O had to pull her up and talk to her. And that's when they got in bed, and O was telling her that, basically the same thing we saying. And that wasn't cool. But, you cut Mark down like that in front of everybody. You can tell he was hurt. And O was telling Lindsey this. And Lindsey, once again, she's rambling something in the bed, which I didn't understand what she was trying to say.
Mark said he didn't understand it either, but she was like, well, y'all talk about I need to honor him. Well, who's honoring me? Basically, I guess she's saying she want good sex too, but y'all
is it about the sex or is it just about the relationship in the whole?
I don't know.
That whole scene, what she was saying, really didn't make sense to me.
Y'all need to get 2-Pep over there and everything.
2-Pep.
Two Pep, Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Yeah. A 2-pint, what we call it?
2-pint.
So, Lindsey said that, as she was talking to Mark in the bed, was trying to explain all that stuff with her, and she struck a nerve when she was like, your life falling apart. Like, I pretty much have to be there for you or whatever. He was like, hold up, you going too far. Like, no.
Yeah, he said, my life is not falling apart. And that's what I'm saying. Lindsey,
he said that's offensive.
Yeah, Lindsey don't know her boundaries.
Yep.
She want people to understand her boundaries, but she don't know other people's boundaries.
Yep.
So, and when she crossed them boundaries, she's like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? But you tell this man, basically his life is crap right now.
Yep, and that you the rescuer,
right.
Like you said in that jacuzzi, I don't want to be nobody's parent, nobody's mama, but his life is falling apart. She always say that.
But once again, when he jokes at you about you being rambunctious or whatnot, you get offended. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I said, I'm just picking at you. I'm playing.
Yep. So let's move on to the part where I thought the girls finna fall out the car, but oh well. That's good that she didn't fall out.
Ooh, you fell for the okie doke, man.
But it would have been great for TV if she did.
I can't believe you fell for that, man. I can't believe
you did too. You didn't stop.
I ain't fall. I knew about it.
Anyway, no, the folks in the comments, y'all love to spoil stuff. I mean, she got sick and she was about to throw up.
How do y'all know before we know?
They be knowing. They probably know the cast and everything.
How y'all be knowing?
So Lindsey said that she woke up at 4 a.m. and she was sick and she was, vomiting and everything. Well, let me go ahead and diagnose you, sweetie. You was doing a lot of drinking. You stressed yourself out. You was doing a lot of drinking and you stressed yourself out and you stressed others out, which caused you to probably be more stressed, especially when the people start seeming like they wasn't liking you. So you probably drunk a little bit more. So you woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning and girl, what? You had, what they call it? A hangover. That's pretty much what you had. You had a hangover. So let's call a thing a thing. So he took you to the emergency room, or what they call it, the doc in the box emergency room. Just for the folks to say you had a hangover, but you woke up on that bed and you said, "Ooh, I feel better. I was dehydrated," which means you had a hangover because that's what happened.
Well,
you better be glad you had alcohol poisoning.
Well, the thing is, what did she drink though? Sometimes it's not, how much you drink, it's what you drink. Sometimes if you mix different drinks together, like if she had champagne, wine, and beer all at the same time, and they'll mess you up, So yeah, it's like you said, you just basically drunk.
Yeah, that's it. Because I'm saying, well, what did she have? Did she have that was going around? Like, what did she have?
Or she could be pregnant.
Yeah, I doubt that. Not the way she said that 6 labors.
You don't have to have good sex to get pregnant.
Oh, I know that. Mm-hmm. I know that. So anyway, so she woke up that morning. And of course, who was there for? Mark was there. Mark the shark. He swam right on in to help his wife.
That's good for you, Mark, because if she did me like that in front of everybody, I said, you got to find you an Uber.
Listen,
take you to urgent care.
I would have did what his name did last season. I would have drove away.
Zach.
Drove away, honey. Drove in the midnight hour, honey. She would have stayed in that room by herself. Yeah. So yeah, she did kind of apologize. She said, I know I was bad.
Of course she's gonna apologize. She did somebody take her to the hospital.
And I hurt you.
I'm sorry, baby. Okay. I'm so sorry about last night.
Yeah.
Can you take me to the hospital? Of
and
course.
You know what? She likes that attention. She likes all that attention being on her, no arguing, no fussing, just making it about her and everything. Which at first when she jumped out the car, I thought she was doing it for attention, but she loved that attention that she was getting. So, let's move on.
Then she gonna get in the hospital. I said, Lindsey, don't try to pull my stunt. Don't do that.
She up there in the bed like that.
That's what I do.
So,
it's good to have the nurse like, Miss Willie, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Miss Willie, you gonna roll you out to the car? Yeah, that's fine. Miss Willie, you want to bring you something to eat? Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So anyway, let's move on. The first day, let's see, Jasmina, this day, last day, their last day on the trip. So Jasmina cooked some good food, honey. What they was talking about, they said, "Ooh, this is good." What Katina said? She said something about like this, some real good food or something. So I guess they ain't know that Jasmine could throw down like that. Now I know. Wish he had that wife.
I know. I was saying, dang,
y'all look.
Dang, I should have got the wrong one.
Y'all to swap this up. But Jasmine, honey, you wouldn't have been able to take her. She wouldn't have been able to take you, honey. So, but yeah. So they was just pretty much talking.
He needs to stick with Steve.
Oh yeah. So they on that. They asked the question. Do you feel that the pressure of saying yes on decision day is kind of like weighing on you? Do you feel like, there's pressure? So Steve and Noyd pretty much talked, and she said, well, they got to build a level of trust. Both of them said that. I think it's stuff that Steve was like, I trust her that she ain't going to steal from me, but I'm still working on the trust of like, what he said? I forgot and write it down. Still working on the trust level of something.
That she won't walk out on, you know what I'm saying?
And it was another thing because she was like, dog. I think that kind of took her.
Well, I don't see. She shouldn't be surprised about it because she had walked out on the man before, you know what I'm saying? So Steve probably still got that in the back of his mind. If we're going to get in an argument, is she going to pick up the little dog and get a little backpack and walk out on me again? So all that still weighs on him.
Who are you looking at?
You in that backpack song.
And let me be. You sit up here and do all your little stuff and hey, overweight, love, heavy D. I don't cut my eyes at you.
That's not overweight.
So anyway, Katina said you know, as far as them, they need to have more deep conversation. I'm saying, child, what is y'all doing then, honey? Because you keep hollering deep conversation. But some stuff is just going to be, as the longer you know each other, then the more you're going to get to know each other.
True that, true that.
So, O said, you know, for him, you know, Katina, they really kind of had some falling out. Like, they really, I guess they seemed like they had been scrapping. Mm-hmm. It's just the way he said it, like they done had some real fallouts and stuff.
I can see that. I can see that.
But he said, but Katina's good. He said, you know, there's some love there. They was like, love? Did you say love? No, I didn't say love.
Said, pump your brakes, Katina.
Yeah, it's some love there.
You know who said pump your brakes, right? That was Isaac. Isaac, no, pump your brakes.
That's it.
Oh, said that, but Isaac said, no, we ain't there yet.
Too soon. So Mike said, as far as for him, he said he really did not know how much Jasmina really cared until she kind of, you know, did that situation with, you know, and everything, and how the lady was able to, you know, pinpoint some things in his life, and she was crying, like she was tearing up and everything, and
she really actually cried, and I like what Michael did. He reached over and grabbed her arm.
Her hand.
Then he started her arm, then he grabbed her hand. Then at first her hand was kind of, I peeped all that out. First her hand was kind of open. It was like, you know, she didn't grab his hand back. Then when they cut back to her, she started grabbing his hand back. I said, finally, they starting to get some kind of physical connection going on.
So yeah.
Let's
see. So they had a good weekend. Mark and Lindsey, they shot to them because, you know, he had to take her to the urgent care and everything. So she laid out on the stretcher. He said it was 45 minutes or whatever he whispered on the camera. Yeah. And she laid out on the stretcher.
30 more minutes.
Then next thing you know what? She popped up. Woo! And I was dehydrated.
I was dehydrated. That alcohol just sucked up all my juices.
Pretty much. And they told us nuts.
Yeah, so that we had to kind of put two to two. Yeah. Put two to two together.
Tootsie Roll.
We got to put 2 and 2 together. That's what I meant to say, y'all.
So Steve and Noy talking on the way home, and Noy feels that, you know, as far as her, you know, he's talking about moving in, but she's really talking about how attached she is to her place. This is her first place that she was able to get on her own, you know, once she moved on and everything, and she's just attached to that, so she feels some type of way. So nobody told her that she was going to be on Married at First Sight and that she was actually married and going to have to move in with her spouse, but she attached to that little one-bedroom studio apartment.
Here's the thing, man. For her wanting to kind of hold on to the studio apartment tells me she's really not committed to the situation, okay? Because she's, in the back of her mind, she feels like something bad is going to happen. She's going to have to fall back to that studio apartment. And all Steve was saying, you know, if you committed, let's be committed. And in his mind, he feels like she's not committed. You got the social media thing. Now you talking about, you know, you're not ready to move all the way in. And, you know, did she say it's like a couple of episodes back that she wanted to wait to move in?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Yeah, so, you know, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? You signed up for this process, and now you don't want to go through it, it seems like to me, so...
Yeah, it's a such thing as self-sabotage, and sometimes that's what people do.
Because she could be doing that.
Because she did say she was scared. She's scared, you know.
And like Steve said, she really don't want to give up that single life, you know. And when she's I just want to put my husband before I got kind of no, you married now. You gotta have a whole totally different mindset now, you know. But I don't know, man. It really don't look good for them, in my opinion.
Yep. All right, you guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here because your girl is getting sleepy. Don't forget, we got a Patreon coming. Hopefully, I can go and get it up and running real soon, like in the next week or so. So don't forget, you know, I want y'all to be a part of the Patreon so we can talk, you know, some little stuff that we can't talk out here because, you know, people, no. All right, you guys, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I always put God first. First.